Hey, what's up? It's another episode of Watch You Strap In. These aren't really watch reviews. Sort of. They're mostly wristwatch check, but I would say these could be considered either an extension to an existing review if I have one. And I do believe I have put a review on this when I first got this a few years ago. And this was kind of a rebuy, somewhat more recently. Not too long ago, but so yeah, I looked at that, and I would also consider these videos could be supplemental or basically ongoing user reviews, or user experience videos, just with a particular watch, just to give my thoughts and feelings about a particular watch, something more than what I might have put in another video. Anyways, this is the Seiko SBEC. Gosh darn it, I don't remember. I think it's 009. It'll be in the video. But yeah, I consider this a Speedtimer because this is like a chronograph from Seiko, and it's in a very motorsports kind of style. And usually most of their chronographs generally have that moniker with it, considering a Speedtimer. So this is a cool bullhead design. I would say it's very Omega Speedmaster-esque, maybe more along the lines of a Mark II, just because the way these lugs are hooded, not necessarily because of the crown, because obviously Omega doesn't do bullhead chronographs, at least I'm not aware of that, but most of their Speedmasters are with the crown and pushers traditionally on the right side of the case, or on this side, the 3 o'clock side, with the pushers respectively right around 2 and 4-ish. But yeah, this one, I'm just talking mainly about the general design of the dial with the bezel, tachymeter, and just kind of this case design that's very, I would say this is very 70s, like this hooded look design. Yeah, as you can see, I've got the chronograph running. That is spinning quickly to measure 1/20th of a second. Pretty cool. And what's also neat, as you can see, the hands are starting to split here on the right subdial by the 3, and that's because that's the chronograph counter, and it counts the minutes as well as hours, so up to 12 hours. And so that's pretty cool. It doesn't have a very useless 24-hour subdial, which I really I will never go back to. I've said it. There's been some times I've wanted to go back on my word, because there were some cool designs from Seiko that have had these, still have the 24-hour subdial, but I can't go back on that. This is on